This was my pick for fight of the night. The next one coming up, Matt Frevola versus Luis Pena. And this is also the fight that's getting what seems to be the most amount of controversy online. Okay, so when I went back and watched this fight because I felt like it wasn't one of those fights that you couldn't watch that fight one time and unless you were specifically looking at the score. I mean, if you were enjoying it as a fan, you can't watch that fight one time and call it robbery one way or the other, right? So I went back and watched it, and I felt like all the rounds except the second were close. Pena decidedly won the second, and it was obvious. It's when he landed that big knee and rocked him. He was just looking technical. He was on point. But Frevola landed 2 big takedowns in the first. I understand that Pena recovered from them. He was rocking Pena, and he was more aggressive through the first half of the round. I think it was like at literally the 2:30 mark that Pena started getting off on Frevola. But that's like when he landed his first crisp combination, I remember thinking. And Frevola was being more aggressive. And I think that you got to realize that when you're watching fights, it's subjective. Like, different things mean different things to different people, like different maneuvers and stuff. And landing and hurting a guy and just your aggression might mean more to one judge than another, right? So I felt like if you're talking about who landed the cleaner shots and who fought a cleaner fight, it was definitely Pena. But I thought this fight was closer to a draw than anything. I thought, if I was being honest, when I went back and rewatched it, I would have gave the first round to Matt Frevola. He was coming out. He was looking for takedowns. He was headhunting. He caught Pena a couple times with some big shots. And he was looking bad at the end of the first round, but I thought he won a majority of the first round. Pena, hands down, won the second. No doubt about it. I mean, that was the most decisive round of the fight. But in the third, if you look at the stats, I'm pretty sure that Frevola just narrowly outlanded Pena, and he was being more aggressive. He was pushing forward, and he was hitting Pena with some big fucking shots. Did Pena fight the cleaner fight? 100%. I think his technique was more crisp. He was more sound. It was probably more what you would look like. It was prettier. But I think Frevola went in there and he fought like a dog in the third round. And I mean, don't get me wrong. This fight could have gone either way, but it was by no means a robbery. No way. Luis Pena fought a great fight. Like I said, I thought he looked good. I thought he fought a prettier fight. I thought he was finding the range well. He was doing well on the ground. I thought he had him beat in certain areas, but I thought Frevola just fought a more aggressive fight. And landed some really big shots on Pena in the third. And man, I mean, go back and watch it. And if you've only seen the fight once, go back and watch it, right? Just see what you think after watching it a second time, because I think it's closer than a lot of people think it is. Like I said, third round could have gone either way, but I'm not saying that I would have done this. I would have to sit down and like judge it, like actually try to judge it and assess what I think everything is worth. But I can understand how judges gave the third and first round to Frevola. I really can. I thought it was a way closer fight than people were making out to be. It wasn't this like robbery. And yeah, hats off to Matt Frevola, man. He was a dog. He fought a great fight in that.